Hi everyone, my name is Elly. I'm a professional dancer with Ballet Part-Time, and today I'm going to show you everything that I eat in a day as a professional dancer. I am typically up around 7:20 a.m. I am not a morning person by nature at all, but I'm slowly trying to shift that around. I am currently trying to go to bed and wake up approximately always at the same time, and that is kind of helping me a bit with that. I wake up, yawn, and the first thing I do every single morning, even before getting out of bed, is to drink a big glass of water. Hydrating your body first thing in the morning is really important for many different reasons. The first reason being that after a good night's sleep, your body wakes up naturally dehydrated, so it is really important that you immediately start hydrating your body in order to get it ready for the day ahead. Secondly, drinking water naturally helps to lubricate and cushion the joints, which is extremely important, especially if you're about to go dance for 7 or 8 hours. And last but not least, drinking water on an empty stomach can help you raise your metabolism by up to 25%. Also, hydrating and drinking water on the way. Don't forget to hydrate. On a typical rehearsal day, I'll easily find myself drinking 3 to 5 liters of water every single day, which I know sounds insane, but I don't know what to say. I honestly just genuinely love drinking water, and I was always teased on this even as a little kid. And I realized that it is maybe a little too much. However, it is really important that you don't forget to hydrate and that you hit at least that recommended 1.5 to 2 liters of water every single day. After getting up, I go through my morning routine, and I like to give myself a little 40 to 45 minutes yoga class. So it will only be around 8:50 a.m. that I head off to the kitchen to make myself some breakfast. I'll toast the bread. I like eating whole grains bread because it provides more minerals, vitamins and fiber than white bread, and then I'll simply spread the hummus on top. I'll then sprinkle it with my favorite seasoning, which at the moment is the all spices Italian all-arounder, and I'm good to go. So now we have a little confession moment on caffeine. I used to drink 6 to 8 coffees a day. I know it's insane. Please don't judge me on that, but that is 100% the truth. But after my 300-hour yoga teacher training, I embarked on a 1-year caffeine-free adventure. And that was no problem for me at all. However, I did miss the flavor of coffee, so after the year was over, I started drinking coffee again. I now drink 2 to 3 coffees a day, which is way better than the amount of coffee I used to drink before, and I try to limit my coffee intake to the first half of the day. My hot beverage of choice for breakfast would be a soy cappuccino. I used to drink oat milk before, but I now switched to soy milk because it is richer in protein. I'm trying to get in the habit of reading more, so I'll have my breakfast reading a non-fiction book. I am currently reading a book on the history of religions. It is very well written and I would definitely recommend reading it. It is called God, A Human History of Religion, and the author is Reza Aslan. I am definitely a savory breakfast person, which is a fact that took me quite some time to figure out. I am Italian, and in Italy people have sweet breakfasts in 99.9999999% of the cases. Italy's traditional go-to breakfast is cornetto and cappuccino, which is a sweet croissant with a cappuccino. Now, people won't have this at home all the time, but they will always have something sweet with their coffees, like for instance some biscuits, a cookie or a slice of cake. I personally simply can't do that. Having anything sweet first thing in the morning will just end up upsetting my stomach. And I used to believe for a very long time that I wasn't a breakfast person at all, until I moved to London for uni and I finally discovered savory breakfasts. And that was a real breakthrough moment for me. The last thing I'll have before heading off to work are my supplements. I'm currently taking vegan omega-3 fatty acids and a multivitamin tablet, which is specifically targeted to vegans and vegetarians. My working day starts at 10, with either a ballet class or a contemporary class. We'll have an hour and a half of training and then a 20 minutes break. After training at around 11:30 a.m, I'll have my second coffee of the day and a piece of fruit, most likely a banana, to help sustain me throughout my morning rehearsals. Bananas are often referred to as the perfect food for athletes due to their mineral content and their highly digested carbs. Also, eating bananas can drastically help reduce any exercise-related muscle cramping or soreness. My working days with Ballet Pforzheim vary from time to time. We'll sometimes work a split day, working from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and then from 6 p.m. to 9:30 p.m, whilst other days we'll work through our day from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. with a 1 hour break between 2 and 3. So 2 p.m. is lunchtime for me. If I'm working again at 3, I'll just have lunch at the theatre. Whilst if I have a longer break and I only start working again at 6, I'll head back home. My weekday go-to lunch will always be a grain-based salad, in which I basically toss together whichever vegetable I can find in my fridge. I always make sure to incorporate at least one plant-based protein, not only because it makes the salad more filling, but also because it reduces muscle soreness and it promotes muscle repair. This chickpea avocado salad is a great weekday lunch. Not only it is super easy to make, but it is also hearty, protein-packed, filling and delicious. In the afternoon or in the evening, depending on the day, I'll be dancing, rehearsing or performing for another 3 to 4 hours. And by the end of my workday, I can guarantee you that I will probably be knackered and hungry. On my way home, just in order to stop hunger, I will probably eat a protein bar. And on some days, I might also grab a bubble tea with a friend. I'll have my supper at about 9 p.m. And a hearty soup is my go-to weekday dinner, especially when the weather is cold. Today, I made a spinach, lentil and butterbean soup, which is healthy, filling and nutritious. To make it, I heated some oil in a large pan and then added some onions and some garlic to cook over low heat. Once the onions were soft, I added some boiling water, some frozen spinach and some red lentils, and then I flavored the soup with some veggie herb mix. I let it simmer for approximately 20 minutes and then added some butter beans. I let it boil for another 5 to 10 minutes and then it was ready to serve. If my boyfriend is around, we'll have dinner together and talk about our day, our dreams, our projects, our thoughts, or whatever we feel like talking about on that day. Whilst if I'm alone, I'll probably just throw on a Netflix series or I'll be talking on Skype with my family and friends. After a long day at work, I honestly just want to have a chill evening and simply unwind. I only drink water with my meals during the week, and to be honest with you, I hardly ever drink anything else at all, with the exception of coffee, of course. I just genuinely love drinking water and I hardly ever feel the need or the desire to drink anything else. After dinner, I do the dishes. I can't head off to bed if I know that there are dirty dishes sitting in my sink. I don't know why, but I can't deal with that. I guess that is just my thing. But in general, I really do like keeping my house tidy and clean. Not in an obsessive manner, by no means, but I've noticed that when I keep my environment tidy and clean, I also feel a sense of calmness and inner peace. So I guess that is why I probably like doing that. At this point, I will always reach out for something sweet, and I'm currently trying to keep that somewhat healthy too. So instead of reaching out for an ice cream, a cookie or some biscuits as I normally used to do, I will now try to grab an apple and maybe have with it some yummy chocolate vegan spread or some yummy peanut butter, or maybe a mix of both too. I will normally be done eating my sweet treat around 10 p.m. and from that moment on I won't be having any other thing with the exception of water. And in wintertime I might be making myself some hot herbal tea. I am really trying my best to eat a well-balanced and healthy diet that will fuel my body in the best possible way. I am a professional dancer training 7 to 8 hours a day, so what I put in my body is of paramount importance to sustain me adequately in my profession too. What I'm eating at the moment moment really helps me feel both mentally and physically strong and healthy and ready to tackle whichever choreography I'm challenged with at work. I am now at a space in my life where I kind of know what is good for my body and what works for me. But some days I might just want to reach out for something less healthy, and that is okay. I personally believe that one should never be so strict and rigid about their diet. Of course, it is great to try to eat as healthy as possible on a regular basis. But if one day you feel like reaching out for that Netflix and chill Ben & Jerry ice cream, that is totally okay too. But beyond all that, my advice for you, if you're trying to figure out a diet that works really well for you, is to reach out to a doctor, a dietitian, or a nutritionist that can really help you from a professional point of view. This video simply represents what I've personally discovered works for me after years and years of trial and error. And that is it for today's video. This is everything that I eat in a day as a professional dancer on a normal rehearsal day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in a future video. Bye!